So here we are again. Might ask why we're testing the Sherco and Husky 300s again, because we did it 12 months ago, but we thought it'd be a really interesting test for a couple of reasons. Most important of which is both of them have got completely new engines. So the Husky, we first tested about 3 or 4 months ago. You know, basically it's come out with the bottom end, a little bit of a reinforcement in the crank, but essentially what they've done is tack on the 250, the high performance TC250 head that came out on their motocross bikes in 2012. Added the fuel injection system, the Keen fuel injection system, which is the first ever time, and they're claiming somewhere between 5% and 8% increase in power and torque. And I think when we tested the bikes, we think they probably did that. So it was a huge improvement. So we thought the Sherco was probably going to be up against it. Last year the Sherco came out, it was basically an over square 250. It had a it had a 6mm bigger slug than its 250, and so it wasn't a purpose-made engine in a lot of ways. They've added about 2.5mm to the stroke, so they're calling it the long stroke engine. Still not as long a stroke as the Husqvarna this year. Still about 2mm short of the Husky, but a much longer stroke engine to give it more drive and torque off the bottom end. And look, both bikes within a couple $100 of each other, give or take $11,500 out of your dealer. So it was a really interesting test. I guess what you can say is that both bikes have come forward a long way, a really long way. I think it's fair to say a few years ago with these bikes, particularly just when they were brought out 250s, they performed very much like 250s on roids. They were a little bit more powerful. They really didn't have that that torque and bottom end that you really want from mid-capacity bike. So I think it's fair to say these things are now much more comparable to the 350s on the market and a fair bit cheaper. Both incredibly good. We took them on grass track, enduro loop and trail today. Both really capable all-round machines. I think they were within about 3 kilos of each other on the scales. So without giving too much away here, we've got a big test that's coming out in the April issue, which goes on sale in early March. So we'll share all the details there.